Hey there, it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy, and in this video I'm going to show you what I used to complete February's Stamp Club cards. So again, we're using the Sweet Conversations bundle. This is the second month. We used it in January, now in February, so in March we'll use the Ladybug bundle, but we'll talk about that at the end of the video. So you'll need both of these. You'll need the stamp set and the dies. Let me show you the cards. This card and this card. Now this card I cased. I didn't even change it. It was just perfect. I thought the way it was, and I can't pronounce the lady's name. So here's who I cased this card from. So thank you. I think your card is beautiful, and I couldn't wait to make it at club this time. But so let's look at the packets and see what you need to do. You can do a little bit of ahead of time work. So the packets look like this, and this one has all of these little squares in there. Thank goodness that you guys are helping me die cut now, because otherwise I don't think we could do this card. But each of these little squares, right, you need to cut a heart out of. And if you look at the die set, there's 3 little hearts in there. There's 2 that I call kind of puffy, and then there's one kind of tall and slender, I guess. This is the tall and slender heart is what I used on my card. Where did it go? Right there. So you can cut all these out in advance. And then I don't know if you want to throw that away, because look, I took all those little hearts in those squares and made a cute little card out of those 2. Don't judge that. I know they're all crooked and stuff, but I thought that gave it even more character, and it turned, I don't know, I really like this card. But anyway, so save your little squares, maybe make a card. I'd love to see what you come up with. And then also in this packet, you have, of course, these are your layers. You have this layer here. This is part of your thanks for the front. I've cut the other thank you out of this. You can go ahead and layer this on there just using a little bit of multi-liquid glue, or we'll do it together at club. And then this layer will layer over here and cover that die cut piece. I also in your packet threw in the extra pieces, because this was a 12 by 12. So these are just extra pieces that, I don't know, maybe you want to do something with them. Look, you could, whoop, this is the wrong card. Where's the other card? You could put some on the inside if you wanted to, or just save them for another project. But that's what this packet looks like, and that's what you can do in advance to get ready for this card. So this card, here's the packet, because all the pieces look like this. Now the gems in here, I just gave you 3 small gems, let's see, and 3 medium. So you can use them on the cards. We're going to use them on both cards. Just use them as you will. But now I can't get them out of there. There we go. And you have your Post-it notes. Now we're going to use the Post-it notes to mask, so you'll need those later. This is pretty self-explanatory. There's 2 pieces, the front and the inside, that are I ran through the die cut machine with that Stitch-A-Whirl or Whimsy, something Whimsy, I don't know. Anyway, there's our little gems. I want to show you what you can do ahead of time with this piece here. So this piece is the little envelope in the heart. So you could take this piece and die cut it, and maybe a couple of those little hearts, they should all fit on there at one time. You can do it just like that. Have those ready for when we get to club. We're going to have to tie this little piece of string through this little tag. So you might want to have a needle threader. Let's see if you can see what the needle threader looks like. I use my needle threaders all the time, so they're just a part of my stamp studio, but you might want to have something like that on hand. And then let me show you how to cut out all these little hearts. I'm going to make it easy on you. Like I said, thank goodness you're cutting your own, because I would have to cut out a million hearts this time. But if you take, and we're going to put our dies like this, because we need 8 little hearts. And notice I put this little short one toward the bottom, and I didn't do it on my sample. And then I would run those through the die cut machine, okay? And it would look something like this, right, when you cut them out, and then separate them and we're gonna run it through the machine again. Now, because I didn't put my little heart as high or low as I wanted, I couldn't fit my little banner, but see, your banner should fit along here if you move your heart up a little bit. And then of course you're gonna take those 2 plump hearts and cut them out a second time. That'll give you your 8 hearts and your little banner that you need for the card out of these 2 pieces, and it's only 2 times through your die cut machine. So that might make things just a little bit easier for you. So that's what I have for you as to prep and get ready for club. If you noticed on the cards, I only used, let me get all this stuff out of the way so I only used 1 ink pad. 1 card doesn't have any stamping at all. The other one, I just used Highland Heather. Now, if you look, it just has to be a color that goes well with Blushing Bride. I like the Highland Heather, but if you don't have a Highland Heather ink pad, anything close would work for this card here. I do suggest, of course, that you have your adhesive. I like a tape runner. You might need a liquid glue, scissors, glue dots, a bone folder, all of that. And then to draw these little lines here on my card, I used my Stampin' Write gray marker, but really any pen that can draw a fine line would work. We're just going to draw some little lines to make it look like they're balloons floating out of the envelope. So that is, oh, and I do suggest that I mentioned dimensionals. I would make sure you have dimensionals. I guess I did forget to say that once you have all those little pieces and parts cut out, they're not hard to stamp on because your stamp set is photopolymer. So we're going to start with a white heart and add color rather than to stamp them and then cut them out. I think it's just a little bit faster. Okay, so if you're interested in club and you're not a part of club, all you have to do is place a $30 order using February Stamp Club host code, and I will send you the packet too. And then you're welcome to join us on the 20th and we'll make the cards together. Or if you place an order and I send you a packet, I'll be sure and send you the link to the video that you can make the cards at your own pace and whenever it's good for you. So let's talk about next month. In case you want this month's order to be for next month's bundle, we're going to be doing the Ladybug bundle. It's on page 20 of the, I call Spring Mini Catalog here. Right here, make sure when you order, you use the bundle item number so you save that 10%. So the stamp set, I guess you can see it here, but I have it here too. The stamp set looks like that, and the punch looks like that. Alrighty then, so like I said, if you have any questions, be sure and let me know. I think I touched on everything that you'll need for Stamp Club. Try to give you lots of notice in case you need to order now and have things for the 20th. All right, if you have any questions, like I've said 100 times in this video, please let me know. If you place your order and you haven't heard from me, be sure and let me know. I haven't missed it somewhere, but if you do the host code, it'll send me a message that you've placed an order, and I'll know that you want this month's or February Stamp Club packet. All right, I think that's everything. Don't forget it's Celebration too, and with a $50 order, you get something free out of Celebration. So you might want to take advantage of that. All righty, I will see you later. Hopefully everybody will be there for the Zoom meeting on the 20th. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.